Hello, beautiful souls.
Hello, everyone.
Happy 12/12/2022 to all the beautiful 144,000 frequency holders. This is one of the most important milestones, one of the most important markers, and what a joyous day, what a celebratory day based on how much we have been through as a collective, how much humanity has been through all the aeons and eons of darkness, through all the eons of negativity, of the control of power, the control of manipulation, greed, power, darkness, so much darkness. And today we're seeing a true turning, a true turning.
Yes, this is going to be a very energy intense day. There's going to be a lot of downloads that are going to be received. So we advise everyone to just take it easy today, meditate, and go into your own sacred space of the heart and fully receive these downloads. And we're also bringing the energy of the Ascended Masters, the angels, Prime Creator, and all the hierarchy of heavens are working with us on this momentous day to encode this transmission with the highest frequencies of light so you can rejuvenate and be your highest self.
Yes. So just take a moment to feel the vibration right now. The vibration around you. The stillness around you. The peace that encapsulates you. The inner knowing of joy, even if it's buried deep under, this inner knowing that we have made it. As a race, as a collective, we have made it. And we are going places. We are going places. This is just the beginning. On today, this powerful day, December 12th, 12/12/2022. 12 times 12 is 144. And today truly is the message that we got as soon as we woke up this morning was go on, make a live, and share this momentous day with everyone based on how much humanity has been through. The age of Pisces has been 26 years of suffering, of 2600 years, thank you, of so much suffering, so much misery, so much darkness. And we have seen the rise of the toxic masculine. We have seen people worshiping celebrities. We've seen people worshiping rock stars and musicians and politicians and bankers. And now we're just by the decree of Prime Creator, or you can also call it by the universal flow of energy, by the astrological flow, we are now moving into the age of Aquarius, which is the golden age. For the next 2600 years, it's going to be all about the rise of the divine masculine, the rise of the divine feminine, the return of the goddess, the return of the god. And when I say god and goddess, I don't mean a deity that we will all worship, but the god and goddess within us, the return of the divinity within us, the return of the purity, the innocence, the peace, the love, the joy, the harmony within us. What a beautiful day of celebration it is, my friends.
The last 2600 years were an experiment, a grand experiment that humanity underwent. We suffered a huge amnesia and we went into a state of severance from spirit. We completely disconnected ourselves from our God source, and we had to realize through all this pain and suffering what our reality would look like if we let go of the spirit within us, if we extinguish the flame of love within our hearts. And we have realized that we're not only we are suffering as a race, but we're also creating suffering and misery for our 7 coming generations. And our planet is out of balance. We've consumed the planet with toxic pollution. We've put everything out of balance, and we need to go back into the state of harmony. And this is what the age of Aquarius is all about. The last 10 years, since 2012 to 2022, Earth has been entering into an area of the galaxy known as the photonic belt. And this is an area or region of space where intense gamma wave particles of light are cleansing everything in our solar system at a submolecular level, raising our frequency and repairing all of our damaged strands of DNA. And many of us are here on a very important mission to help humanity remember. Many of us incarnated on planet Earth for this very momentous occasion, to help humanity remember their true origins, that they are not just this mere weak species that evolved out of the ape, and we are actually we have been inhabiting this planet for millions and millions of years, and we originally started as a 12 strand and even in some cases 24 strand species with all of our psychic gifts and abilities intact. We had full connection with God's source. We had wings, we could fly, we could teleport, we could do we had magical abilities, we could move objects with the power of our mind, we could create things out of thin air. And that was the Garden of Eden. And the fall of mankind was when we let all of this Garden of Eden, and we let our greed and control and our lust for pleasures and our ego took over. And that's what caused our severance from the God source, because even that Garden of Eden was not enough. We wanted to be gods ourselves. So when our ego took over the desire to be the God and control our own domain, and we said we don't no longer need God because we are so powerful, and that's what caused the original fall of humanity. And then because of all the chaos, war and destruction that we created on this planet, we fell in our consciousness. Our DNA strands became dormant, and the spirit, the fire of spirit extinguished from our heart, and all the heavenly deities, angels, and godlike beings that used to play amongst us, they rose out of the planet and they went back to heaven because they could no longer vibrate in such density, in such chaos. And man and woman, mankind, humanity fell under a veil of amnesia. And it is after so many thousands of years that this veil of amnesia is now being lifted. 2022 is that turning point. And December 12th, 2022 is a very important marker to demarcate the turning point where the 144,000 frequency returns back to Earth. And the 144,000 frequency are the keepers of the sacred light codes. These are very select individuals. And Eldora and myself, we are amongst these tribes. There are not many, but there are thousands of such frequency holders that came into this incarnation with their 12 strands of DNA intact. What that means is that these are the blueprint holders that create the rainbow bridge. And this rainbow bridge is what helps humanity create the Jacob's ladder and ascend back to the heavens. So we are the frequency holders that came with the missing pieces of the puzzle, and we came here to send all of these codes back to humanity because this is their inheritance.
Yes.
And now it is decreed by Prime Creator that chaos, war and destruction, poverty, control, greed, all of these frequencies will be wiped off the planet. And all of the beings and individuals who control others and profit off others' misery, they will be escorted off this planet.
Yes.
And only the true children of the light, only the true children who deserve the kingdom of heaven, they will remain on this planet, and they will be inheriting the new kingdom of heaven on earth. And it is going to be glorious.
So
and
glorious.
This time is coming.
Yes.
Many people may feel they're in darkness or misery, but know with faith in your heart that these are the final times of transition. You're transitioning through the final phase of darkness. And your only way to navigate this darkness is not through your eyes, it's through your heart.
Yes.
You have to have faith in your heart and follow the light within. You have to keep the flame lit within. That is the only way you're going to return to your original God source.
Yes, so beautifully said, Saman. That was beautiful. And you know, we've been shown, Saman and I, multiple times in the last 5 or 7 years that we have been through intense training. They call us the elite special forces unit, and there's a lot of us like that on planet Earth. We are the elite special forces. There's not a lot. With a population of 8 billion, we've been shown that there's less than 1,000 of us. We don't know who these other people are, but there are 1,000 people. We've always been shown that, at least 1,000. And we're the frequency keepers. And you know, our guides always say to us that you guys have gone through vigorous and rigorous training in the higher realms before being sent to Earth. Because you may think, okay, going to Earth is not such a big deal, but there's so much manipulation, so much corruption, that they said even the best of the best of the best can be corrupted, can be swayed away from the path. So Siman and I have been shown in so many visions that we've had over the last 7 years, that we've gone through all this training. We've been pre-coded, we've been tried and tested along with the other frequency keepers, so that we cannot be corrupted, we cannot be swayed. And we come with D12 coding, and what that means is we're already pre-coded with everything that we need to take humanity home, for all of us to be the beacons of light, the ambassadors of the divine that we are, we know we are the integrity, the integral ones, pure of heart, the innocent ones, the childlike ones, the powerful ones, the fierce ones, the strong ones, the tenacious ones, the unconditionally loving but firm ones. We have all of this coding, and what we're being shown is that we are here to take humanity home along with ourselves. And you know, many of you may or may not know this, but Siman and I have been very, very clearly shown through psychic readings, past life regression readings, as well as our own very clear visions, that 3,000 years ago in Egypt, we were Nefertiti and Akhenaten. And when we first heard this was 2 years ago when we were in Sedona, the synchronicities after we were in a soul reading with someone, and she said, okay, this is, and she had no idea who we were. She didn't even know of our YouTube channel. And she said, you were Akhenaten and Nefertiti. And since that day, all of our Egyptian past life memories are coming back. And you know, it touches my heart so deeply to share this with those of you who are hearing this for the first time. But we were shown so what we did was we actually sent all of our immediate people in our immediate vortex to the same psychic. And what we've realized through building all the pieces of the puzzle together is that Nicole, who works with us right now in the House of Ra in the Office of Christ, we were shown a clear vision where she was our daughter in Egypt 3,000 years ago. And there was this clear vision shown to us where she was playing in the grounds with Siman, who was Akhenaten at the time. I wasn't even in the palace at the moment. And this story always makes me emotional because it makes us all very emotional. And she was playing with Siman in the gardens of the palace. And it is a clear vision that we've seen. There was like a stone cement wall in front of us. And we knew that our time was up because we were very pious leaders. We were directly working with Ra.
We were the children of the Law of One.
Yes, we were bringing back the Law of One teachings, and there was a lot of people uprising against us because power, manipulation, control, greed was the rule of the land. And
because the other rulers wanted people to worship them instead
Yes.
of Prime Creator.
And so this vision was so beautifully shown where one day Nicole was in Siman's arms, and we basically whispered to her. Siman said to her, you know what? The exact words I don't remember, but it just touched, what was it? Our time now is ending, but we will all return.
We will come back with a force that cannot be comprehended. And when we come back in another incarnation in the age of light, at the turning of the ages, at that time, we will come with the army of heaven, and we will come with the decree of the Prime Creator that all balance is to be restored on planet Earth. And we will come back to carry out the divine
as the House of Ra.
That's what we're doing. That's why this is such a momentous lifetime for all of us, for all of humanity, because this time, 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ came alone, but this time he came as an army. We are all Christed beings. We are all Buddha beings. We are all ascended masters.
And no one can mess with us in this lifetime, my friends. No one can mess with
We
the
are
light.
all children of God. We came here to restore the balance. And when we say we came to take humanity with us, it doesn't mean that a spaceship is going to come and pick you up. What it really means is that you have to restore the divinity within you. You have to activate the Jacob's ladder by restoring the flame of love, wisdom, peace, neutrality, and power. All of these forces that are within you but are dormant because they have been suppressed for so long through war, suppression, and slavery and torture. We've been threatened for so many ages that we have suppressed and extinguished our light. But now many ones are coming with all of these memories intact because we are not from this plane. We are incarnated on this plane. We look human, but we are not. We are actually coming here from the kingdom of heaven. We are all light workers Many of us, there's millions and millions of light workers who came here as volunteers because Gaia called out for help. And we came here with all of our memories of heaven intact, and we have the ability to help humanity remember. So our first mission is to help ourselves remember, to get ourselves out of darkness. And we must realize that Earth is a very hostile environment to those of the light.
Yes.
So if when Jesus came, it was very evident that he was the brightest light in a one of the densest planets in the universe, and everybody turned against him and they crucified him. He still accomplished his mission. Just because he was crucified doesn't mean he failed his mission. He accomplished his mission just by being here, just by incarnating, and just by being the highest light. He carried the D12 coding, but he was alone. And he came with such bravery and courage that he planted and sowed the seeds of that D12 coding and created the Christ consciousness grid just by his mere presence, just by roaming the planet, just by doing all the grid work that he did with him and Mary Magdalene in those days, and his apostles and his disciples and those who still carry the flame to this day. His lineage still is alive to this day.
Through the Christ consciousness grid, which
Exactly.
still currently surrounds Earth. And for all of you light workers who are doing your inner work, who are doing your healing, you are gaining strength from this Christ consciousness grid. You are gaining all the blueprints from the Christ consciousness grid, but you're also adding to it. You're also empowering it even more. You're also gridding it even more. So know who you are. Know the work you're here to do. Know with surety that every tear that you have shed, every single tear that you have shed is not in vain. Mother Gaia is getting healed with you. You are healing her and she is healing us. We are the cosmic story. We are the cosmic celebration, and we are being rejoiced in the highest heavens, because what happens on Earth affects not just Earth but the entire multiverse. It creates a domino effect so powerful. This ascension of humanity, where we all think, we've been taught to think humans are just mere Homo sapiens. We're far from that. We are the most galactic, we're the most intelligent species that have just been mutated from 12 strands to 2 strands of DNA, and now we are activating all our dormant strands. It is the time to rejoice. So when you are in the depths of darkness, celebrate. When you are in the depths of darkness, know that by the law of rhythm, as thought has so beautifully outlined in the Hermetic principles of, it is so beautifully defined. It's the law of rhythm. For every time you're in the depths of darkness, the law of rhythm has no choice but to bring you back to the heights of glory, the heights of light, the heights of darkness. And we've all come back. Many of us lived in Egypt together. Many of us recognize ourselves, each other from the times of Egypt, which is why we share so much love. We don't know what it is, but there is this love. Who knows the kind of sacred work we've done there? Even with Nicole, there's this soul bonding that we just know we're here to roll up our sleeves and get to work. We just know it. It's this inner knowing, and it's the most beautiful thing we've ever experienced, soul family. Keep going, celebrate today. As Siman said, take lots of time to meditate, ground, go in the sun, solo time without your phone, get the light codes from the sun, and really drop into your heart. Drop deep into the depths of the chamber of the sacred chambers of your heart, and emanate this beautiful, angelic, pure frequency today to all of planet Earth, all souls, all animals, all sentient beings on planet Earth. Send Mother Earth your love, because today is a day of such immense celebration. And as Siman said, the powerful people on Earth, the powerful light warriors on Earth were not supported. The energies of Earth were not cohesive for us in the past. But right now, the energies support us. Dark energies will not be supported whatsoever. It's time's up. So celebrate. We send you so much love. Did you want to add anything else?
I just wanted to end by saying a prayer to all those who are in the depths of darkness right now, and know that if you are going through the dark night of the soul, you are one of those brave warriors of light who came here to transmute all of this darkness. And just because you are the most powerful light in the universe, you chose the mission to go into the darkest, densest incarnations so that you could hide your light in the initial part of your lifetime, so that you would not attract the wrong attention. So you would be camouflaged and be one with humanity and you would blend in. But our grand plan was that at this turning of the age, 2023, 24 onwards, now the ascension lights turn on. It's like all the light bulbs, we all synchronized and we all said, now is the time that we turn on together. And when we, millions and millions of us light workers and the 144,000 frequency holders and the archangels and the Elohim and the ascended masters surrounding us, we're all going to blast this whole planet with
Yes.
such a powerful wave of light, and we're all going to awaken in such a powerful wave that this whole planet would shift instantly. So know that if you're going through the depths of darkness, this is part of your soul's mission, and stay true to your soul's
And
mission.
you will get out of it. There's no
You
other
will
way.
get out of this
There's no
because
other way.
you came coded to get out of this.
You are
This
at
is
the
part of
finish
your
line.
story.
You're at the finish
Don't
line
give up
of
now.
darkness. Don't give up. We love you so much, soul family. Take care. Have fun today. Celebrate. Do something special. We love you.